Hello friends, and welcome to another video lesson from DBOH Stocks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is part of the playlist called SQL Mistakes to Avoid, and here we'll learn SQL mistakes involving case sensitivity in SQL. Okay, let's start by querying a table. So select country code, country name from geocodes. Okay, it returns a couple of records in there listing, showing a list of countries, the country code and the country name. Okay, we also take note of the values. We will notice that in the country code column, the values are in uppercase, while in the country name column, the values are in some kind of mixed case or title case, or some would call it proper case. Okay, whatever the case, it is not uppercase exclusively, and it's not exclusively lowercase. Okay, so case sensitivity will matter when we use in SQL, when we use it in strings. In strings in SQL, the data type that is used is called varchar2. Okay, so it will matter in this, especially when we use it in work conditions, or even when we insert them. When we insert certain values, they will be inserted the way we have written it down. It's case sensitive. Okay, so let's say we wanted to query records from this same table with country name of Spain. Okay, let me just get it here. So select country code, country name from geocodes where country name equals Spain. Okay, let's see. Okay, it doesn't return me anything, and you will wonder why. For somebody who is still relatively new to SQL, then it will be one of the common mistakes that will be encountered. Okay, so what we do is we will check out the data that we have again. So there are two ways to do that. Either we comment the work condition, or I can just highlight the ones that I need. Okay, I did not highlight the work condition, so I will just execute this. Okay, so it returns everything. Now we could have a good look and particularly zoom in on the column called country name. So we can see that in country name column, the values are in title case or mixed case, whatever you want to call it, but it is not exclusively uppercase. So for that reason, case sensitivity kicks in SQL. Okay, again, case sensitivity will matter in SQL when we deal with strings, those with data type, in the case of Oracle, varchar2. Okay, so this is in your work condition. So naturally, SQL is looking for a country name for a record wherein the country name has this exact value of country name in uppercase letters. Okay, and it does not. Here, the Spain is in this kind of format, title case. Okay. Okay, so now there are two ways to get around this. I mean, because you are looking for this record, Spain, but you could not, although it's there. It's because of the case sensitivity rule being applied, and you are not typing or entering your work condition correctly. Okay, so there are two. I'll show you two ways of fixing this. One is to really use the correct name. So the only thing I replaced in here is the value of Spain, which previously was all uppercase. Sorry about that. And I've changed it to the actual value in the table, which is uppercase SPAIN. Okay, let's exit this. So we get our record. Okay, and if you remember, it was solved by replacing the value of country name with the actual value here, because it's case sensitive. Earlier, it was all in uppercase, so it was not finding the record that we're looking for. The second way is a bit circuitous, but it involves the use of a string function. Okay, so the first two lines would be the same. I'll just replace this third line here, and I'll be using, and you'll be learning, the string function or character function called initcap, which could only be, this is Oracle centric, by the way. I don't know if it exists in the other SQL flavors, but just take note, we are Oracle here. Okay, we're looking at Oracle. So this is the second way of getting of what's this? Getting that particular record using this condition. Okay, so using a string function called initCap, meaning I'm saying I'm before being what's happening here is that this function is converting this all uppercase into initCap or initial capitals, meaning what will happen is it will be initially, meaning the first letter will be turned to uppercase, the rest will be in lower. Okay, so let's see. And it does the same thing. Okay, you see it works. So but obviously the first way is the better way to do it because you don't need to use this string function over here. But I'm just showing you this option in here to let you know that there is such a function like this, so that in whatever format you have, it will convert it into initCap. Okay, I can. Now let's try learning another string function called upper, which converts the characters to uppercase. So in this query that I will show you, I'll paste here. Just get it. So I will just replace the word condition. So in this query, I'm trying to get the record or records wherein the country code is ZAF, which is South Africa. Okay, let me just execute this. So it doesn't return me anything. And again, you could try the trick we've done earlier. You just highlight the ones we need. I have excluded the where condition, the where clause, and then execute this. And we do, okay, this is everything. Now you will look at South Africa. So the country code is like this. You can see that the country code is in uppercase ZAF or ZAF, wherever you might be from. And the one I'm mentioning in my work clause is ZAF in lower case. That's why it's not finding it. It's not a match. It's supposed to be an equal here, right? So this must be equal to this, but they're not. As strings, as characters, they are not equal one-to-one. So again, same as before, we have two ways of doing this, dealing with this. The first is with the use of the upper function. Okay, I'll just space this here in the interest of time. Okay, so the only change I have made is to add the upper function in here right before the string ZAF. Okay, upper ZAF, meaning it is converting this string, the value within the single quotes, into all uppercase. Okay, and I'll execute this one. And it's finding that record all right, because as like I said, there's an equality operator over here. So SQL is finding a match, an exact match, character for character, between this side column and this value you're giving. So what you're passing is the converted value of this, meaning it converted this to uppercase ZAF. That's why we find this. And the second way is the better way, which is to simply use the actual value of the string ZAF. Right now we're using ZAF in lowercase, and we use the upper function. The second way is the better way. You don't have to use the upper function, but just straight away pass the actual value of ZAF, which is the same as what is in the database itself, in the table. Okay, so when we execute this, same thing, it returns the value. Okay, there you have it. You've learned how case sensitivity is used or matters in SQL. There's some other function, there's another function called lower, but the point of the video really is for you to take note that there is this little thing here that could be a learning curve for somebody relatively new to SQL, and you could make this mistake, especially when, specifically when dealing with strings, with characters in where condition, maybe in an insert statement, maybe even a delete statement. Okay, thank you for watching and thank you for listening. If you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe. I will be seeing you in the next video.